America strikes back, retaliating against the relentless Iran proxy attacks in the Middle East, raising new concerns the region could become an even bigger tinderbox. And smoke rises over the Gaza skyline this morning, fresh signs of Israel's war against terror. Good morning. I'm Mike Emanuel, in for Bill Hemmer. Claudia, great to be with you.
Good morning, Mike. Good to be here with you. I'm Claudia Cowan, filling in for Dana Perino. This is a special edition of America's Newsroom. The U.S. going after Hezbollah targets in Iraq after a Christmas Day attack against American troops. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says his prayers are with the brave Americans who were injured.
That attack just one of the more than 100 against our forces since the Hamas massacre in Israel on October 7th. Trey Yingst is live in Tel Aviv with more. Good morning, Trey.
Hey, Mike, good morning. Overnight, President Biden ordered the U.S. military to strike a series of targets belonging to Iran-backed militants in Iraq. We do know, according to U.S. Central Command, that 3 different strikes took place, and they destroyed the targeted facilities and likely killed a number of Kataib Hezbollah militants. The airstrikes came in response to a drone attack against the Erbil air base that houses U.S. service members. 3 Americans were injured in that attack, 1 critically. This does bring the total number of attacks against American interests in the Middle East to 103 since mid-October. It also comes as Israeli forces remain on high alert in the northern part of their country after an airstrike yesterday in Syria killed IRGC commander Saeed Razi Mousavi. In response to that strike, Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi said, quote, "The act is a sign of the Zionist regime frustration and weakness in the region for which it will certainly pay the price." Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant speaking this morning, addressing Israeli politicians, saying this about the situation.
We are in a multi-front war and are coming under attack from 7 different threats: Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Judea and Samaria, Iraq, Yemen and Iran. We have already responded and taken action in 6 of these threats. And I say here in the most explicit way, anyone who acts against us is a potential target. There is no immunity for anyone.
Now, the possibility of a broader war with Iran comes as a top advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a man named Ron Dermer, is reportedly in the United States today to speak with the Biden administration about the next steps for the war in Gaza. Mike?
So, Trey, Prime Minister Netanyahu laid out in the Wall Street Journal kind of the conditions for peace to take place, talking about once Hamas is destroyed, Gaza demilitarized, and Palestinian society can begin a de-radicalization process, then you can rebuild and perhaps look forward toward peace. Is that signaling to the world that this is going to take a long time?
Yeah, absolutely. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the country's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant have tried to really set the bar quite high for how long this military operation inside Gaza is going to take. They are describing this as at least several months, if not a number of years, when you break down the next phases of this operation. You won't see active phases of fighting throughout the entirety of the process, but you will likely see Israeli forces operating on the ground inside Gaza, even once the hostages are released or found and they go after Hamas leadership. They want to stabilize the security situation, ensure that southern Israel is not facing renewed threats from factions inside Gaza, and ultimately transition in a likely Palestinian-led government that does not have one goal in mind: destroying the Jewish state. The issue for the Israelis is not just Gaza, though. It's also the West Bank, because when you look at the factions inside Gaza, like Hamas and Islamic Jihad, they also have thousands of fighters across the West Bank. And it's part of the reason you've seen nightly Israeli raids inside the West Bank, including last night in the city of Tulkarm, where Israeli forces were engaging Palestinian gunmen, trying to hit as many of those militant cells as possible. Mike.
Trey Yingst live in Tel Aviv. Trey, many thanks.